Greetings, internerds. It's me, Joe Thunder. Normally when we record of that cast, that guy tends to cut out a lot of the garbage and the fluff, the ums, the ahs, and the dead air, and makes it sound really good, and he tends to cut out things that get really rambly. I personally feel that there were a couple things he cut out from our last recording that should have really been in this podcast, so I'm making kind of a mini one here, so you can consider this the first That Cast Outtakes. Alright, I am ready whenever you are.
Tell me your story.
That Cast, Episode 6, recorded on August 7th, 2017. So, that guy...
You messed it up.
Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if you were gonna go... I can never tell, how in sync we are on these things.
It was background music, it's all good.
Yeah. So, that guy, last time we hung out, I told you I had an idea for Game of Thrones. And you're like, oh god, another one of your stupid ideas that's gonna make absolutely no sense and I'm just gonna cut it. And I kind of agree, but the only reason I'm saying Game of Thrones is just because it's relevant. This could really be a good idea for anyone, any real show down the line. You're welcome to use this idea, and you're welcome to use me, personally, in it. I will act for free. So, the idea of that guy is to really just build up, to really get people to want to come see this next episode, this, season premiere episode, right? It starts off with this guy, or girl, it could or anything, really. It could be a toaster. If you identify as a toaster, you could be the star of this next Game of Thrones. The trailer is dark, and it's like...
In a world where pancakes are outlawed.
Well, kind of. In the land of... Because I don't know anything about Game of Thrones. I just know the memes. But it's gonna work with this, regardless. It's like, in a world where... In the land of... The world is in turmoil. And a new hero will rise. And this guy, girl, toaster, whatever... comes busting down the door with a Cusco entrance. Really high it doesn't have to be Cusco, but it's just high charisma, really energetic, all about himself. The trailer is supposed to really just build him up, make him look awesome, really make people man, do I love this guy? Do I hate him? And now this is supposed to be a few months before the new season premieres. This is the whole ad campaign. So that trailer gets around, people get excited. And then a new trailer comes out where everyone's excited for our new hero. I'm just mumbling where names can be inserted. Whose heart will he win? And it shows him in bed with the main female character. Anything can happen. And then he's in bed with the main male character.
And then he's in bed with the main toaster character.
Yeah, in bed with the main toaster. Anyone can die, and there's a scene where he's got all the main characters, he's got swords pointing at them, he's which one of you's going to die?
And the toaster's not me.
No, the toaster doesn't say anything, it just pops some toast. Then there's another one, this is one of those trailers where it's a clip of the episode, and it shows him talking to one of the show's most beloved characters, and they're really getting it on, and then all of a sudden they get into an argument, and then they kind of resolve. And it just goes on and on like that, really building up this epic character, really making people think what's this guy all about? What's his impact on the world? This is going to be incredible. Then finally we roll around to the series premiere, and all the big characters are at some meeting table. And they're well, the war has torn our families and friends apart. We must find some form of agreement. So we've brought in... And they turn to the door and they say, we have brought in... And then he kicks open the door, walks in, oh yeah, baby! And then he just gets shot in the head and dies. And that's it.
I figured you were probably going to go down that road of he is completely insignificant. Because A, you were suggesting Game of Thrones because everybody dies and it doesn't matter who you are. Or B... because it would just be super funny if you had a character in all of your promotional material and then he just didn't show up.
Yeah.
What if he just didn't show up? No, so we brought him in and then they all expectantly look at the door and then there's a really awkward long shot, just 5 or 10 seconds of the door with nothing happening. And then the servant guy comes in and he's he's not out here. His carriage never arrived. Are we sure he made it from, that distant land over to here?
Are you sure he made it from to...
Exactly. Should we go send out AAA?
But yeah, I had that idea, and it doesn't have to be Game of Thrones. If you're a new up-and-coming epic story group that's telling through the television media, feel free to use my idea. And if you could just put my name somewhere, like, really obscure. Like, it just happens to be, like, on the edge of a goblet that somebody's drinking from. That would be great. Thank you.
Not even in the credits, just like as like a hint, like a joke in an actual scene.
Like if the guy walks in and gets shot with an arrow, like, if you actually stop and zoom in on the arrow, there's
It says Joe's Murdering Company on the arrow.
Yeah, it just says that. Like, it's in just enough quality where if you zoom it in so much, you can see it.
For like 3 frames.
So that's what I have to talk about in television and movies.
Oh man.